There's a game, so this is actually really funny, that I went and I actually ended up getting a sponsor recently to look at a game that, I'm gonna be totally honest, I would have looked at this anyway, but they sponsored me to look at this game. It's called Where Wins Me. They say it is free to play with no pay to win elements. So there you go. And so story takes place in 10th century China. There's an open world capital city, mini games, boss fights. They have PvP as well. Large scale game combat. I think we saw one trailer for this before. I'm gonna be honest, I actually don't know when it comes out. I have no idea. I probably should have. I should have read. I didn't read the information they sent me.
A chaotic world turned upside down. A land ravaged by the fires of war.
See, I don't know why, like, I don't know why we can't just have more games like this. This is all I've wanted.
And its smoke. Yet in darkness,
2 months? Yeah. So it's in 2 months.
Legends are born.
Damn, I didn't even know that. See, this is what's crazy to me is that, like, now, and I think this is one of the best things about technology now, is that previously I think the graphics like this were exclusive to, like, you know, 9-figure studios. And now you have, like, multi-billion-dollar studios. Now you have all of these different games that are able to be made. And I think that it's made it so much more accessible. And yeah, now it's even, basically. Graphics no longer a bottleneck? Yeah.
You wish to enter the jungle. Do you know the road up ahead?
You promised we'd roam the world together.
I don't know if they're going to show gameplay on this or not. I haven't seen this.
You sure you can save them? A hero has only one sword against countless foes.
Okay. This could be it. They gotta do it, don't they?
For the greater good, small losses must be borne. But a small sacrifice for greater gain ahead.
Even when their bodies pile up, they're just footnotes in the annals of history. But are the common folk truly
Oh, there it
voiceless?
is. Okay, now we got gameplay. How big is the dev team? I'm not even sure. I have no idea. Yeah, a lot of these games now, too, like, another big component to it is that I think that they try to make, like, realistic martial arts. And, like, you're starting to see that a lot. Like, it's not just this game, but there's, like, 5 other ones that are doing this, too. And I think that, like, I don't know, I like that. There's a lot, yeah. Boy, no, there's a lot of them. Jesus. I'll be real, like 3 years ago, I never thought we'd be getting this many games like this over and over and over. They have 100 developers. I don't know. I feel like this is the kind of game that would take more than 100 people to make, but then you had Expedition 33, so it's hard to say.
When the world falls silent,
Ooh.
my blade speaks for them!
There it is. Do you think Western games are cooked? I think that, so it's November 14th. Holy shit, okay. Yeah, alright, well there we go. So that's in like, what, 2 months? Jesus, okay. Yeah, they gave me a gameplay video too. Give me a second, if I can find it. And, yeah, in a moment, yes. Yeah, give me 1 second. Let me pick this up real quick. Yeah, okay. So is this, yeah, okay, they have some. Alright, give me 1 second, let's look at this. And PS5 exclusive. Well, I don't know if it's a PS5 exclusive or anything like that. I have no idea. But let me go and just double check this. I'm going to... Yeah, I guess I'll just do the video next. It's on Steam? Yeah, it's on Steam. You can just do that. And let me go back over here too. Because they have actual gameplay that they let me show. But before I show the actual, like, because they said it's exclusive. I don't know. Like, I haven't seen it yet, and so I guess we'll find out. But they also did IGN video about it too. It's on Steam too? Yeah. Give me a second. Yeah, this is some of the gameplay. What the game reminds me a lot of, in a way, is it reminds me a lot of like Rise of the Ronin. I played Rise of the Ronin a lot. In terms of it being like kind of like an open world game. Assassin's Creed 2? I never played that. This is an MMO. It has a lot of co-op features, and you can do PvP against other people too. So like it has like there's a lot of games that are doing this now where they have like in some cases asynchronous and in some cases actually just synchronous multiplayer that you can do in these open world games. Like I think that you have that like with Genshin, you have that with games like Wuthering Waves, and I think that there's becoming more of a merging of those two. Yeah, the movement's definitely a lot better than Rise of the Ronin, I'll say that. This looks good, yeah. So you can just run all the fucking way over here. Yeah, nice movement. Yeah. I mean, if this game is like a lot of the other open world games, like a lot of this kind of movement isn't like really, it's mainly like you just try to travel different areas. Just Genshin for guys? Is it really? You get to change it to like different seasons. Fuck. You know, like Monster Hunter? Yeah, there's all. I don't know if it'll have things like that or not. There was gonna be originally. I was gonna play the game myself, but that's probably not gonna be till later. It's rat time? Is it? The fuck? See, this is the kind of stuff that like I feel like this is a really good thing that, and you're seeing other cultures doing this a lot more. Where, do you remember like what, you know, like that, like the USAID thing and like the whole idea of like American soft power? I think that them doing this with like other types of like different cultures, like Chinese culture or, you know, like Indian culture or something like that. I think this, it really bridges the gap for a lot of people and it makes people appreciate that. It's working. It is working. I think this is the correct way of doing it, in my opinion. Got mad verticality? Yeah. Which games are cheaper? This game's apparently free to play. So it'll probably have like cosmetics and shit like that in it. Japan's been doing it a long time with anime? Yeah. It's amazing. Yeah, I'm surprised too. You're starting to see more and more of these games go free to play too. is this? Go away. You get to do sumo wrestling? What? Okay. Man. Fat versus fat. No, it's not fat. They've got a tiger outfit on. Oh, it's like, is it like stamina? I don't even know. Cinema, yeah. IRL sumo is kind of interesting to watch. Yeah, I've watched it myself. It's more explosive than I would have imagined. Rock, paper, scissors looks like. Oh, I get it. Okay. So you have to like, it's like rock, paper, scissors. You have to pick the thing that you're not supposed to do. Yeah. Sumo wrestler is way stronger in NFL. Wait, what? Okay. That makes it easy. Yeah, they really cooked the minigames. Yeah, a lot of minigames like that, I think people... I think that's one of the things that a lot of games are starting to do more of, and I think that MMOs definitely capitalized on that at the beginning, where they really use a lot of mini games in order to get people to kind of like, it's like people want to log in and play a game, but sometimes they might not want to do the normal gameplay loop. So if you add in new mini games to some different game, you can keep people engaged in the game even beyond when they would have normally quit. It's refreshing. Yeah, exactly. So you still get people logging on. That's the big difference. ADHD victims? No, I don't think at all. Let's be honest, his first impression of the game? Yeah, I haven't seen that yet. I wonder if you can swim. Probably. I feel like most of these games let you swim. Offers novelty of the grind? Yeah, exactly. And I think also, like, one thing that I've always been, like, really kind of surprised by is whenever people are able to make, like, whole cities like this that actually have, like, their own interactions. Like, I remember even, like, playing Oblivion, and I was, like, shocked at the fact that the NPCs had, like, their own movement patterns and everything. And I think that, like, if you want to make a game immersive and get people, like, invested in it, I think that it's really important to do that. It's like that and adding characters. Those are the big ones. The city feels alive? Yeah. Okay, now do we get the combat? So he's going into the PvP area. The bad part of town. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they probably have, like, the same, like, collection stuff. Like, I'm the kind of person, I actually do end up doing all the exploration content and collection stuff just because I get bored. It's, like, really easy to do whenever I'm not doing anything else. Oh, shit. The fuck? A piece of paper. That Rise of Rowan did a really good job city building. Yeah. So is this like a dungeon? Just a minute. Let me actually look at that. Yeah, it's pretty much the exact stuff I expect. Like set bonuses, yeah, easy. Okay, so this is actual combat, I'm assuming. It's like a dungeon or like a scenario. Let me guess, there's a boss behind the door. Oh. Oh, wow. The fuck? Oh. Oh shit. Okay, here we go. Bro. Devil May Cry 5 has done irreversible damage to sword combat. Every single game has the Virgil animation. Every single game has it now. Yeah. The AoE sunlock, yeah. So it's like a slow time mechanic too. I'm assuming you have like different types of like weapon damage too. I'm assuming white's probably physical. I bet the red one's fire. Maybe the darker red is a burn. Pull out your gun and shoot him. Oh shit. Yeah. You know what I feel like they're doing with a lot of these games? This is something I really like. Is that it reminds me of a lot of the like kind of anime gacha games, but they're being made without this style. There's like more of a realistic style to it. It's polished. Well, it's not out yet, so it'll probably take time. It's the execute mechanic.
小子，算个人物，去吧。你想做什么？
I want to see a boss
这儿
fight.
没人会拦你了。
这就完了？这儿没别的规矩？
哼，生瓜蛋子，咱这儿的规矩就一个字儿，打。
Yeah, it looks easy. Yeah, it will be probably until you get to the higher levels. Like, that's usually what happens is that, like, in a lot of these games, you have, like, the beginning of them where, like, they're probably not going to show, like, high-end, like, end-game gameplay. But there's probably going to be monsters, like, in a lot of these games, there are monsters that some of them flinch whenever they get hit, and other ones don't. And like, that's the same in Sekiro or anything else. Has 4 difficulty modes? Yeah, it has difficulty modes.
打赢了，你就是规矩。
This is gonna sound stupid, but like, I like the fact that they have damage numbers. I hate it whenever games don't have damage numbers. It makes me insane.
姑娘，你还好吗？
I wonder if you can have like a greatsword. Like a guts greatsword. Damn, so lame. You turn them off, probably. You gently lay her down in a safe place. Shit. The Odachi? Well, yeah, but like the Odachi's a large, like katana, basically, right? Oh shit, okay, here you have, now you have an actual boss. Yeah, see? Like status effects too. Jesus Christ. You have to heal? So it looks like you just have a shield on the whole time. What the fuck? I guess the red ones are the ones you have to parry, probably. Yeah, it's pretty simple. Looks like a spam game? I don't think so. I think that a lot of them, like, this is what happens with a lot of games like this. Because, again, I have played... You guys have to understand that I have played pretty much every single one of these games. Like, I've gone through every one of these games, every Souls-like game, anything like that that happens. I go through the entire fucking thing, right? And let me go back. I think there's one more, and then I'll look at the gameplay that they had linked me. And, yeah, this is it here. And so, looks good so far. Yeah, definitely. And, yeah, well, I did not do Ghost of Tsushima. That's the one I did not do yet. Love the combat mechanics of Souls-like games, your basic hack and slash game with the skill likes and spam heaven button. I think that it looks like it plays similar to the game that I would compare it to right now is probably a mix between Rise of the Ronin and Wu Chang Fallen Feathers. Those are the two games that I would say that it's kind of similar to based off of what I've seen. But I haven't played Ghost of Tsushima yet. Okay. I think this is some of the extra, yeah. There we go. Leaked? I'm gonna be honest. It's not like I don't have anything special in on my PC at all. Anything unique? Wait, really? Wait a second. You can actually knock his bag off. I didn't even notice that. It's a good detail. Yeah, I haven't seen a game do that before. It's normal nowadays? I haven't seen it. Bag Rampage achievement. Yeah. I'm gonna be real. Oh my god. I feel like for a long time we had a situation where like there weren't a lot of games coming out that I was happy about, but now I feel like every single month there's a new game that I can get excited to play. Yeah, like I'm very, very glad about this. I'm so fucking relieved. It's been a while. You can enter each building. What the fuck? Yeah, I mean, like when they're ready, like I mean, I would play this game. I didn't think they were ready for it this time. Insane view distance. Doing optimization looks good. Yeah, and you can tell that, like in my opinion, I think that a lot of these textures here. These textures are not AAA state-of-the-art level textures, and I think that's probably because they're basically trading texture fidelity for longer draw distance and better performance, which in my opinion is the right decision. I think that it's really nice to look at a game that has like super, super high fidelity graphics, but you're not going to stick around and play it for that for an indefinite period of time, right? In a bigger world to compensate? Yeah, exactly. Like, I really appreciated that with games like, again, Rise of the Ronin. Like Elden Ring. Yeah, even Elden Ring had that, too. Oh, I made it a dog. No, like the minigame? Yeah. But there's a lot of things like this. He's using PC controls? Yeah, of course. I mean, it's going to be on PC for sure. I mean, this is 100% like a 5090 game. Mahjong, bro. Like, I'm gonna be real. Like, I tried to play that in a couple of games as mini games. I never figured that game out. I just randomly clicked on the little blocks, and I would lose, and I'd be like, "Oh, I don't know what this is." This is great hearing. No, I think that's a good thing. I was glad that they did that with, what do you call it? Fortnite. They had the same thing with that, too. I wonder if you're going to be able to fly. That's what I'm, like, really curious about. Because, like, there are some games, like, right now. Like, I feel like this game probably has a control. I wonder if you can just like ride the horse through people. You can? I want to see it. Yeah, and so like you can see obviously like, I mean the graphics like, and this is one of the things that I think Elden Ring did really well, and it seems like they're trying to do too, is that the reason why Elden Ring looks so good isn't the fidelity, it's the lighting and the style. So like the lighting really carries this massively. You see what I'm saying? Like, I mean, this looks amazing, right? You look down at individual textures, not necessarily, right? But like you look at the actual full thing, and it looks very, very good. See overall tone? Yeah. God damn. Yeah, they said the game could take 150 hours to like fully explore and finish. I mean, like that's, I mean, again, that was, I think that was my playthrough for like Rise of the Ronin. It was something around like 100, 150 hours. It was a lot. They said that you could upload a photo. Let me actually read it because they put the thing in here and make sure that because the character creator in these games is like insane, right? You can even use AI face generation from photos or text descriptions to bring your ideal look to life. So you can go and import your own photo to make it look like you. Yeah. And so, like, that never works? What do you mean? No, it works. Like, Inzoi does it like a lot of games do it now. It's very common. You can be Donald Trump. Well, I'll let people submit their characters if the game comes out and people want to see it. Like Dragon's Dogma 2? Yeah, yeah. So you don't have a horse? Wait, you can have a... What the fuck? What the fuck? You ride around on a goose? I don't know about that. That's a crazy mount. I didn't expect that. Yeah, a lot of this is a lot of the collection aspects from gacha games too, which I like. I think those are nice. They're nice, like, you know, again, kind of things that you can do if you want to. The Chinese chocobos? It's just a goose. Oh, wow. Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of these mini games. Give Blizzard a mount idea. Damn. Get fucked. Just fucking shoot him. Damn. You know what? This... I hope they won't get mad at me for saying this. This is like Infinity Nikki for guys. It is. Yeah. Probably. Yeah. Wait. Wait, what the fuck? You can do that? He's flying? I guess, yeah. I wonder if they're gonna have world tiers. Oh! You can tell which ones the enemies are, you know? Man. It's like assassination. Isn't it crazy that seemingly every single game does assassination combat better than... You know what I mean? That's crazy. That's a boss. It's an old man riding a donkey. It's a... yeah. I wonder how many bosses they have. Oh, damn. It's like a corrupted monk in Sekiro. I might, whenever this game comes out, I might actually try to do a magic build. Because I feel like magic builds in all of these games, like, everybody plays this game to be John Samurai or, you know, John Ronin. But, like, magic in a lot of these games is just always blatantly, completely, absolutely broken, overpowered. Yeah, I might try and do that. One thing that I also like is that they don't have a lot of delay attacks. That shit drove me insane. Oh my god. Parasol's the most deadly weapon? Is it really? What the fuck? See, that's the kind of creative shit that, like, I feel like we need to have more games like this, bro. Like, I'm so... Like, after seeing some of these like, ideas, like, this is actually fucking badass. Will this be available for PC? Yeah, I think so. It's on the Steam store. It's the pinned comment, so yeah. What's the name of the game? It's called Where Winds Meet. Comes out November 14th. There's a lot of bosses, too. By the way, I think that more studios that are taking the approach of just, like, more, like, really awesome content and, like, combat and stuff like that, like, environments, and, like, not hyper-focusing on, you know, making every tree have, like, you know, each piece of bark that you can see. That is, I think, a very big improvement. And I think that, like, really, they're probably... I don't know if this game's going to be playable on phone. I think there's a possibility it could be, but I don't know yet. Yes? Fuck. What the fuck? I'm gonna tell you right now, this boss fight's gonna make me fucking mad. Like, literally 2 birds that just fly around and attack you. Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they've already shown, like, maybe, like probably like 15 boss fights or so. Yeah, Kung Fu Hustle attacks. Yeah, they did try to make it to where, like, the thing that they showed me is that they tried to make it much more like a, what do you call it? And oh yeah, they got, people were getting mad at this IGN review because it was being called a Souls-like, which I'm not really that surprised by. I feel like in general, that's kind of, it feels like it's kind of a kind of catch-all term that everybody uses for everything. Just because you get to parry and dodge attacks, it doesn't necessarily make it a Souls-like, okay? So let me go back over and look at a few more of these. So yeah, let me go back and where the fuck did it go? Okay, there it is. I just want to make sure that that's what it's a staple meta now. Yeah, if your video game has swords and dodging, you're a Souls-like. It's basically Elden Ring. What about a stamina bar? You know what? I actually didn't notice if it had a stamina bar. I had no idea. And but yeah, you're seeing a lot more of these games coming out. I don't know exactly.
This is Gamescom Studio right here on IGN, where Winds Meet was one of the biggest games of the show when it was revealed back in 2022, and it's been high on a lot of players'
I didn't
wish
know they were making it for that long.
Ever since. Here to share some wisdom about this epic kung fu open world, I'm joined by Eric Zhang, head of Where Winds Meets Publishing, and Raven, who will be doing the translating for us. Hi, guys.
Hi.
This is going to sound stupid, but I like the fact that people in professional spaces are just using their video game names. I like that.
I'm Eric.
Hi, Eric.
Yeah.
So, you know, it might be helpful if I had my card with me. So how's the closed beta feedback and its release in China helped with its upcoming release?
好，那么首先就是你们上一轮 CBT 的这个反馈就是怎么样，以及它对于你们接下来在中国这边的运营就是有怎么样的？
家们在 S 馈，那一方面这些热情呢，也让我们决定要加紧我们的速度，尽快完成我们产品的一个上线，早日与大家去见面。
Right. So we've had a lot of surprising feedback from players, and it's all very exciting, both in terms of all the data we collected on the back end, but also in terms of all of the comments that players had for us on all the social media. And it's been very exciting for us, and it's also been a factor in making us decide to push forward the release date to deliver the game earlier to players.
That's always good news. Earlier is always.
I think this is the first time I've ever heard of a video game being released earlier.
Always better.
Yeah.
How about Black Myth Wukong? What about that game and other Chinese action-adventure games has influenced either your game design or your release strategy in the West?
I'm gonna be honest, Black Myth Wukong coming out and being so successful was all gas, no brakes for so many of these studios in China to make games. Like, that basically unlocked the Western audience. It paved the way, it did. Like, well, it really, like... So the introduction was Genshin Impact, and I think the like magnum opus was Black Myth Wukong, right? That's what solidified these games as being AAA level competitors.
好，这当然能够早点上线，我们大家都非常殷切的希望能够见到。那么我们谈谈《黑神话：悟空》之前这款游戏，像这款游戏以及其他的中国的这些动作冒险游戏，是对于你们游戏的这个开发本身和在西方推出这方面有没有怎么样的影响？
首先我们非常高兴的看到有越来越多受欢迎的游戏作品的推出，那我们也当然非常希望自己也能成为其中的一员。那但是呢，我们产品其实从2019年就已经开始立项了。那对于这样一个如何把武侠和开放世界融合好的这样的一个挑战，其实是前所未有的。所以我们在这段时间里面，就是一直以来更多的可能会关注我们自己怎么样把这样的一个产品表达好。那其实像中国武侠小说有句话叫做坚守本心方能成就大道，所以我们一直以来是想办法如何更多的去完成自己的这样一个。
That all of these amazing games that have been developed and been released and been so welcomed by the player population.
Yeah, he's just saying it, and I'm glad also that like they realize that like these games do lift each other up. And so, like, whenever one of these games comes out and it's successful and it does really well, it makes it to where the next game that's similar to it, people have a much more positive reception.
As for our own game, we started this project originally in 2019. So a lot of our thoughts were concerned on the idea of how to implement our theme of
modern day China, 10th century China.
and to have it, integrate, fuse seamlessly with the open world. So a lot of our focus throughout the last 5 years has been, how exactly to make the game exactly the way we want. And so, like we like to say back in the day in China, you have to kind of stick by your original aspirations in order to walk the grand path to its end, to have this, grand achievement in the end.
Excellent. Yeah, you got to stay true to yourself, right?
Yes.
So Where Winds Meet is set during the 10th century China, and era Chinese audiences are probably familiar with, but Western audiences may not. How do you go about introducing Western players to historical figures, innate cultural references, and localization and onboarding?
Yeah.
那好了，因为有一些文化的一些援引等等。
I think it's really easy, honestly. Like, you see how many Western audiences love, anime and like Japanese content. I think it's extremely easy to get people to immerse themselves in another world like this.
首先，可能我想补充一点，就这个朝代呢，可能不仅说对于很多西方的玩家，可能包括中国的很多玩家对这个朝代的涉猎也比较少，因为它在中国的一些文学作品或者电影、电视剧里面改编的数量，对比熟知的唐朝、宋朝是非常少的。对，所以这
we just play the game. It's not that serious. Yeah, it's also true too. People are like, oh wow, so there's like a dragon. Oh shit. Oh, it's this guy with his sword. I gotta kill him. Okay.
所以，那我们其实面临的任务呢，我觉得都是一样的，如何把这个朝代里面这些非常有时代张力的英雄和挑战，就是朝代的一个背景，包括给中国传统，是我们考虑到可能海外的用户比较难去理解这样的一个设计，所以我们把它转换成了动物的。
The game's apparently multiplayer too, so you can play you can play solo or multiplayer.
形式，比如说这些图案去表达了，就能更有韵味。
I'm just looking at some of those.
Right. So. To dovetail off of the comment that you just made, I think it's not just about Western players, but even for Chinese players, I think the Five Dynasties and 10 States period of time is a very niche period in history, because due to the fact that it has less depictions, both in terms of cultural media and also in terms of films and movies, films and TV. So much less so than the more well-known Tang and Song dynasties. So I think our goal for both is essentially the same, is namely in how we would tell this heroic story with this tension of the spirit of the times, how we would deliver that to both our domestic audiences and a global audience. So I think focusing a little bit more on Western players, I think a lot of the feedback from players that we've garnered has been very helpful toward us being able to localize all of these cultural, I guess, elements or historic elements to them. So as for instance, in game, to kind of preserve the authenticity of the era, we use a time and hour system that's based on these different characters that correspond to each hour instead of 1, 2, 3, and so on and so forth.
So fucking annoying, bro. Like, how do you walk past the box? This is like whenever they do those mobile game ads, and there's it's like, do you want to have plus 10 or plus 50? And the guy goes to plus 10 and then he dies.
But that turned out to be something that's very hard to kind of localize for Western audiences. So what we did instead is we associated each character, these hours, to a different animal. So these correspond to the 12 animals that correspond.
I was telling you guys about the lighting. Lighting carries this so insanely hard. It's nuts.
To each year. So that's what we did.
Excellent.
It's all you need.
Diving a little bit into the gameplay, the world seems massive from what I've seen video-wise. How much freedom do we have when exploring How much freedom do we have while exploring the world?
好，那讲一讲游戏玩法方面。我们知道这个游戏的世界是非常的庞大，那么玩家在进行世界探索的时候，自由度有多大？
这个自由度其实我们是非常大的。那当然，我们提供了非常多选择给我们玩家，就是我们单人游戏大概有150个小时的时长可以去体验。当然，这个时间不是说你必须要去完成，而是你可以按你的兴趣去做。那
this area is really fucking big. Like, I wonder how big the map actually is.
我们的开放度呢，除了玩家可以自由的学习各种武学去战斗以外，我们在生活层面和 NPC 的交互上也有大量的这样的一些自由的玩法可以去做。举个例子，比如说我们游戏里面的 NPC， 你跟他交谈的内容可能会影响这个 NPC 的一个好感度。那如果你和他交恶的话，这 NPC 可能会来攻击你，甚至可能带动他全村一起来追赶你。对，然后当然你也可以选择正当防卫，防卫之后可能呢也会有官府来追你。那你也可以选择呢，就是就此逃离远遁，但可能你跟这 NPC 的关系呢就会发生一些有趣的变化。
I think one of the big challenges that games like these have now, especially recently, is performance. Like, you had games like Monster Hunter Wilds come out that had performance issues. If they can have this game released with no performance issues, that is going to be insane.
We offer a great deal of freedom in terms of letting the player be able to explore this huge world as they will. And we also give them a lot of
Define performance. Do it run good.
In this regard. So we know that the single player campaign, it has a total of around 150 hours of content. So none of this is mandatory. You don't have to play all of it, but
the campaign is 150 hours? The fuck? What?
Can, based on their pace and their enjoyment of the narrative, they can choose to play the single player campaign at their own leisure. And in terms of the freedom, of this open world, I think it also extends to also the player's ability to learn whatever abilities and skills they want to build the kind of the combat mechanics, the type of combat styles that they want. But it also, on top of all of that, it's also kind of exemplified in the way that players are able to interact with the non-player characters. So, for instance, when you engage in dialogue with a random villager, you have a internal reputation system that goes along with that. So by saying the wrong things to them, it could lead to you having such a poor reputation that they decide to become hostile essentially to you, and they might even attack you or lead their entire village to go ham, to go aggressive on your ass. So this
to go aggressive on your ass.
And in those situations, you could choose to defend yourself, which could in turn lead to law enforcement trying to arrest you. So that could, cause a whole chain reaction of these interesting interactions.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm going to have a lot of fun just angry.
So you don't even need a horse, bro. Like, I think I'm not even going to get a horse.
A lot of people and just having a bunch of people chasing me.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, with that, so where Winds Meet release?
Good try.
好，我想我也是迫不及待的希望就是能够看到就是全村人追赶我的当那个喜剧画面。那么燕云16神它的是准备什么时候推出？什么时候上线？
在这里我们也给大家宣布一个非常重要的消息，就是我们已经决定在11月14日。
You very clearly have like a magical in a lot of these games, it's hard to really know like the level of like fantasy that these games are going to have. Like, are you going to be able to fight dragons? Or are you going to have to fight like guys that are like corrupted? Like, because it's very clearly like there's going to be fantastical elements to it. But I wonder like to what degree.
太平洋时间正式上线，所以现在呢，大家就可以去我们的游戏官网、PlayStation、Steam 以及 Epic 商城进行预约。
All right. PlayStation and Steam. Great.
以及添加心愿单，非常期待届时与各位玩家在游戏的世界里面相逢。谢谢。
So on that front, we do have an exciting announcement to make. Our game will be officially releasing on November the 14th Pacific time. So we would welcome all of you to go to our official site, to go to the PlayStation or Steam and Epic storefronts to pre-register and wishlist our game, if you will. And we will see you all in game very soon.
That's amazing. November 14th. Eric, thank you so much. Where Winds Meets will be coming to PS5 and PC next year. Coming out November 14th. But you can wishlist it right now on Steam at the official Gamescom Steam event. There's more Gamescom Studio on the way right here on IGN.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm gonna be real. Like, I'm just so glad I have more games, man. Like, I'm happy. And so they sponsor me. Like, this is what's crazy. Do you remember back when people would complain about me reacting? And now I get sponsored to react. Oh, man. That's crazy. Wow. What a good day to be me, huh? What a good day to be me. Wow. So, yeah, guys, it's coming out on Steam November 14th. Wishlisted. I'll link it in the chat. Huge W for them, giving me a shout out, trying to help me out, too. And I'll probably be playing this game on release. And yeah, definitely. W-Ad, yeah, I hope you guys liked it, and I definitely did. I hope that I hope the game's gonna be fun. I mean, there's a lot of games like this that I sink a ton of hours into, and with free to play on release. My understanding is that yes, it will be free to play on release, and it's single player and multiplayer. Neither of them, in my opinion, in my understanding, are forced. You get to basically just do whatever the fuck you want, pretty much. And so yeah, that's pretty much it. And that's the game where Winds Meet, November 14th. There it is. So you gonna play new Ninja Gaiden? Yeah, of course. Dude, I'm gonna play all these new games. Like, absolutely. What do you mean? Of course. Yeah, could buy title skins for dude. Yeah, I'm sure they have like pre-order stuff and things like that. If it's a free-to-play game, they're probably gonna have skins and stuff like that you can buy. As long as there's like things that you can earn in the game from like completing capstone challenges, I think that's what matters the most, right? So what's the catch to make it free? Probably just cosmetics, like just cosmetics and just different stuff like that. And they might have like a battle pass or something, but I have no idea. Like they said, you know, like a lot of these games say they're not pay to win. You're gonna have to like wait and see to be like sure to like make sure there's nothing that's like kind of similar to that. But it seems like people's reaction so far has been positive, and I feel like if it had something that was like glaringly wrong, people probably would have talked about it. UF Sekiro Unfinished? What? No, I didn't. What do you mean? No, I did not. I did not. I beat the entire thing. What are you talking about? You're lying. Yeah, I did not. I beat the entire fucking game. I remember playing it. I got Ishin to his last phase on my first attempt, and then killing him took me 3 hours. Yeah, you left Armored Core 6 unfinished? I did not. I beat Armored Core 6. I did the fucking where I fight the girl, like, or whatever, yeah.